right. Hey guys, welcome back to Sun Crypto. It is December 27th, 2023, just about like a 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. In today's content, we'll talk about BTC, Ethereum, and the Ethereum ecosystem, and what type of volatility we could be getting within the next like a few weeks or even like a few months, right? Because the bull market, as most of you may know by now, it is not going to be a straight line. So you just have to basically make a note of that and be ready to be taking some profits in the short to medium term and be reaccumulating on the next dip. Okay, we will get multiple dips throughout the bear market. Throughout the bull market, we already got the dips in the bear market, Leroy. So just be ready for the volatility in 2024. A lot of money to be made in 2024, 2025. If you've been following my channel long enough, since like Q4 2022, I've been saying accumulate all the way up to a Q4 2023. If you don't accumulate till Q4 2023, you're most likely going to miss the first 5-10x move of most of these art. However, since we just said the bull market is not going to be a straight line, we're all going to get some second chances from these art, meaning like we will get a wave 2 before the parabolic move of the wave 3. It could be complex, but we will go step by step over the next like a few weeks, or even like a few months. We will be following these alt step by steps, from the bottom to the next Fibonacci, back down to the next Fibonacci to the downside, and all that good stuff. So if you haven't subscribed yet to the channel, make sure to hit the likes, subscribe. I don't like to say it a lot, but in today's content, all of you guys gonna hit the likes and subscribe. Okay, so make sure to do it before I call Leroy. All right, so give me a 589 so I know all of you guys can hear me. Okay, quiet cook in the kitchen, flushing some Solana down the drain, and basically getting some Ethereum out of the faucet, and be ready for the bull run and all that good stuff. All right, so first thing first, let's start off with BTC. Okay, if we know what BTC is doing, right, we could be safe with alt, knowing like, hey, whatever BTC does, right, alt will react to that. Okay, so if BTC pumps, alt most likely going to be getting ready to pump. Okay, few exceptions. Okay, we can get some BTC pumps in few exceptions, right, where BTC pumps, right, and alt basically dumps. And when we get there, I will basically describe it, meaning like we get a parabolic move in BTC and alt basically dumping against BTC, and at the same time dumping in USD. And the only time I've seen it over the last few months or years is like, when BTC is going towards all-time high. And we got plenty of time before we talk about that, right? So what BTC is doing right now, we're above the monthly 21 EMA, all right? For the macro basis, the most important move, one of the most important moving average, it is the monthly 21 EMA after the weekly 21 EMA. Most macro analysts, right, they've been calling for 10K, 3K, 5K, 1K, $500 BTC and all that good stuff, right? And they've been trying to catch it on the 4-hour time frame. I just said it in my premium group. I said it is nearly impossible to catch a 10 baggers on the 4-hour time frame. So that's why whenever we talk about macro, we focus on the weekly and higher, or at least on the 3D and higher. Okay, the 3D will give us an early entry, the weekly will give us the trend, and the monthly time frame will give us the confidence, right? So BTC above the monthly 21 EMA. As long as we above the monthly 21 EMA, I don't see anything shaky. I don't see anything crazy. Okay, as of now, it is at 30,592.79 for Leroy, right? But it is a moving average. Okay, it is not going to be at the same level after the monthly close, right, Leroy? So it is likely to be moving high over the next like a few months, right? So a very important thing to also remember, as I said it in my previous live stream, okay, we always tend to find ourselves above the monthly 21 EMA by the halving time, right? That's why when we were consolidating right here in Q2, right, Q3 2023, if you guys remember what I was saying, okay, we are getting a rejection at the monthly 21, and we can even dip all the way down to 20k 15k area. However, that dip, it is not going to last too long because BTC has to get back above the monthly 21 EMA before the halving. So that's why I was saying, hey guys, just stick to the macro uptrend, right? In the short to medium term, you can do whatever you want, okay? But within the next like a 3 to 6 month, stay bullish, right? And most likely BTC will find, okay, its way above the monthly 21 EMA by the halving. Right, it is less than 100 days before the halving, right? So it is going to be super critical to get a monthly close below the monthly 21 EMA. So we just have to get that out of the way, knowing where we at, okay, in the cycle relative to the monthly 21 EMA, and at the same time relative to the you know, halving and all that good stuff, right? So now the next thing to talk about is like the quarterly time frame. Okay, the quarterly, it is super juicy. Okay, you can go ahead and check out YouTube. Okay, most analysts don't talk about the quarterly time frame, right? And what I told you in Q2 2022, okay, most likely, right, after we dump 50% below the monthly 21 EMA, right, that time the monthly 21 EMA was around like a 37k, right there. I said if we dump 50% below it, just start accumulating. The accumulation range could last for another year or even 2 years. However, you're not buying, you know, 50% below the monthly 21 EMA just to sell for another 100% move. Okay, you're looking for the next macro move all the way up, potentially to 200k, 180k. Okay, I don't expect us to go up to like a 500 and all that good stuff, but if we do, I'll take it. Okay, but the concept was like, once we drop 50% below the monthly 21 EMA, right, it could coincide with BTC retesting what? Its quarterly 21 EMA. And I said it in my premium, right after we hit that, you know, 21k, 19k area, you know, 21 plus minus 10, I said, guys, you know, we just hit the spot we were looking for, right? So right here, yes, it gave us a tough time the following 6 months, but we expected it. Okay, we said, okay, consolidation or accumulation after the quarterly 21, right? It generally takes like what, 2 to 3 quarters, right, of accumulation, which is basically, you know, 6 to 9 months. That's what we had right here. We spent around like, you know, 6 to 9 months before breaking out, came back and retested. Right here, we broke out, consolidate, breaking out. Right, so on a quarterly basis, right, I don't see anything crazy, right? I don't see anything crazy in terms of like a bearishness, right? All the bears will be waiting for, you know, 10k, 5k, 9k, and all that good stuff, right, to the downside. But to the upside, bulls will be waiting for, you know, 150 to 200k area, right? So on a quarterly basis, one thing also we just have to keep in mind is like, we have to break above the quarterly resistance right here, right? Just about like a 45.5, right, up to 46.5k, all right? So if we can close above it in this quarter, that's going to be a super bullish trend, right? I'm just going to repeat it. If we close above 45.5 up to 45.6 area, right? 45.5 to 46.5k area, right? We could get a super trend, right, over the next like a 12 to 18 months. Okay. However, the caveat is like, if we get any shakeouts, right? If we get any shakeouts, right? If we get any shakeouts in 2024, let's say the ETF approval, okay, we get the ETF approval by January 8th, the first week of January 2024, right? And people want to basically dump their BTC, right, and try to reaccumulate later on, okay? The area of support we're going to be rely on, okay, first thing first, it is going to be the monthly 21 EMA, right? That's going to be the monthly 21 EMA. However, if it wicks below the monthly 21 EMA, what do you have? You have your quarterly 21 EMA. You have your quarterly 21 EMA. We do not tend to basically spend too much time around your quarterly 21 EMA during a bull market. You can see like the bull market right here. The last bull market started in 2018. Okay, December 2018, right? That's when we bottom. We retested it when? January 2020, or the first quarter of 2020. Did we spend any time around it? No, we didn't. We just retested it and pushed up to the upside all the way up to 70K. So for whatever reason, I'm not saying BTC will go up to 100K straight up. I don't know, right? I don't know at all, okay? All I know is like the trend is extremely bullish, right? The only caveat is like if we get a shakeout, right? We could dump to the monthly 21 EMA. That's the only thing I can basically say regarding the downtrend. I don't expect 5K, 10K, 12K, or even whatever bears are expecting. I'm not expecting. I could be totally wrong, right? But I'm just gonna stick to my analysis until I see something completely different, right, compared to what I'm looking for, and I can basically switch my idea or switch my thesis and all that good stuff. Capiche? Right. So in terms of indicators, okay, the main indicator, right, on the quarterly, or the two main indicators, right, are the MACD. It is about to flip positive. That's going to create a super trend, because you're talking about like the quarterly MACD flipping positive. If you guys recall in 2020, right, we had a similar move on the DXY. I don't know if I can switch really quickly. Let's see if I can switch really quickly to the DXY. And I sent it. I sent it, right? I said the DXY, right, about to wreck all the bears, right? So you take a look at the DXY. I said it right here, right? As not the quarterly tick positive, right? Even before it tick positive, I said, okay, guys, we got a super trend on the DXY, right? And what happened? We pumped like, nearly 6 months before capitulating back down. Okay, so a positive move on the DXY, right, created a massive pump, and the DXY is super slow in terms of volatility. So if we can get a 6-month trend after a quarterly, breakout, right? Quarterly MACD breaking out right here, we can get like let's say 12 month, right, of a breakout on BTC if the quarterly time frame flips positive. All right. So let's go back to BTC. You take a look at it. If we close just like that, the most likely scenario, right, within the next 3 days will be like the quarterly MACD will flip positive. What would be the reason, right, for a macro investor to be bearish after a quarterly bullish reversal on your MACD? What would be the reasoning? You would not have any reason to be bearish after a quarterly bullish reversal on your MACD. It is just my own technical analysis. It is not, it is not even an opinion. It is just what the chart is saying. That's all I'm reading. Okay, so you can basically get a different interpretation of it, right? Quarterly MACD flipping positive, that's bearish if you want, Leroy. But what I see right now is like we got a super trend over the next like a 12 to 18 months. A super trend over the next 12 to 18 months. A super trend over the next 12 to 18 months, right? So I think that is it for BTC. We got almost 15 minutes. I think that's enough. I'm not going to dive into the low degree and all that good stuff, right? I'm just going to skip, and we're going to go ahead and talk about Ethereum, right? Ethereum super trend, and then, and all that good stuff. So let me take a look at the chat room. So we got Quiet Cook, flushing some Solana in the kitchen, right? Down the drain, and basically cooking some ADA and all that good stuff. We got Crypto P, thanks a lot for tuning in. We got hash rate 87, 84, 13, 56. 87, 64, 15, 84 in the house. Thanks a lot for tuning in. All right, thanks a lot for hash rate for making sure Leroy knows exactly what I'm saying. Okay, so we'll take a look at the BTC dominance. Very important, very important breakout on the BTC dominance. However, I still don't think it has picked. Nevertheless, it is not going to stop us from being bullish on alt, right? So we're not trading the BTC dominance. We're just using the BTC dominance as an, let's say, indicator, okay, of the overall trend, of the healthiness of the market, right? All right, so we got Safe Moon in the house. Safe House in the house, Uniswap, and Pool Together, going to the Pool Together, whatever the coin name is, Pool Together. Okay, all right. Whatever, Pool Party. Hasta La Vista in the house. CA Rod is saying like in the past bull run, most people was waiting for 100k. In this bull run, right? Do you think like we should take profits before we hit 200k, or should I just wait for 250? CA Rod, you look like a moon boy. It really doesn't matter whether you take profits at 200k or 250k. It's only a 25% difference. Okay, I know the numbers sound big, but I would recommend start taking profits at 150. If you've been following us and you start buying at 18k, right? 19k, 17k. I'm not even talking about 15k, because very few of you guys probably bought at 15k. But if you accumulate it, like we said, accumulate 19k to 16k area. Don't wait for anything lower. If we get down to 12k, look at you. Okay, you know you're gonna buy the dips. Okay, if you bought that dips, right, below 20k, start selling at 150. Okay, 150, 170, 180 should be 80% out. Okay, and wait for the following month. But we will talk about it because it's not going to be that easy. The trend most likely going to be very choppy, right? So it's not going to be that easy, right? So abandon moon boy in the house. Isn't it ETF sell the news? Possibly. Okay, possibly. I don't know, but the trend, it is still bullish. Okay, it is still bullish. So we will take it step by step. If it is a sell the news scenario, right, we'll trade it, right? If it is pump the news scenario, we stay with the market, right? So okay, so bonk in the house, a bonk moon boy. Hey, what's up, son? It's CROIX boy. I messed up and changed my screen name, and now I can't change it for a few more days. Good to see you. Oh, thank you, man. Okay, all right, so now we're done with BTC. You guys know what to look for. So now let's switch to the big boy right here. So Ethereum, guys. Most people been saying like Ethereum is dead, right? I just said it in my premium group. The only killer, right? The only killer for Ethereum is Ethereum itself, right? And the second killer is BTC. Those are, Ethereum can only kill itself, or BTC could kill Ether, right? And I don't think BTC will kill Ether. So if you hear anyone talk about like Ethereum killer, and you believe it, you must be new into the crypto space. I don't think Solana will kill Ether. I don't think ADA will kill Ether. I don't think Tron will kill Ether. I don't think Casper will kill Ether. Okay, so none of them will kill Ether, right? So Ether bullish move. So most bears getting wrecked right now. So it means like price will basically pump even higher, right? So on a monthly basis, right, Ether is getting a second or even third, let's see, a second bullish monthly candle above the monthly 220 EMA. That's super bullish, Okay, that is super bullish. Okay, and we knew, okay, I said it multiple times, for Ether in this price range, you got two, I would say two, you got two pivot points. Okay, you got two pivot points. Okay, the first one to the upside, it is 28.50 up to 31.50. The one to the downside, it is between 17.10 up to basically 21.50. Okay, and as you can see right here, how long we spent, right there, between 21.50 to 17.10 range, right there, just about like right here, right, consolidating. So a breakout above your consolidation range will likely take you to the next pivot resistance, right? I'm not saying like it cannot basically, you know, consolidate around 2,500. That's on a lower degree, but I'm talking about like on the monthly and higher, right? Because one monthly candle, you got 4 weeks candle within your monthly candle, and you got 30 days, 30 candles on your daily, you know, daily cycle. So you're going to get a lot of noise within one monthly candle. Okay, but I'm not talking about those noise, okay, and all that good stuff. I'm just talking about the directional trend. Once we take out 31.50 area right here, it could be a zero resistance directional move for Ether, all the way up potentially to above 10K. Okay, so that's the only thing we need to know regarding Ether. The only Ethereum killer is Ethereum itself, right? And possibly BTC. Okay, so super bullish trend for Ether. Right, that's the only thing I'm gonna cover for Ether. Time to stay bullish, right? For whatever reason, let's say we get some sort of checkouts, even, you know, within the next like a few months. Let's do this, right? If we get any checkouts, right, for Ether, you got a trend line support, or you just follow BTC. Okay, if BTC hits the monthly 21, right, you know Ether probably already bottom, depending on the volatility. Okay, so the best thing to do, if we get any checkouts, follow BTC first, right, and then you're going to get your Ethereum support area, right? But Ether, once again, if we get any checkouts, we got the 21.50 all the way down to 17.50 as the macro support, and we got the monthly 21 EMA around like 18.95. Okay, so looking super bullish for Ether. Nothing to do, nothing to say. Just have to, you know, stay with the trend and stay bullish. Okay, so let's take a look at it on the quarterly. So on the quarterly, as I've been saying, okay, Ether been following BTC, right, price action over the last the BTC price action over the last 10 years, whatever, 14 years. Ether is trying to replicate that trend. As you can see, you know, right here, we just consolidated around the monthly 21 EMA. Myself, I said, like, if we break below the 1888, we could start to talk about what, 655.50, right? However, the timing is not allowing us to be looking for those prices anymore. Okay, so if you're still waiting for Ether $200, good luck. Okay, you could do whatever you want in terms of Elliott wave, and you could count this as a WXY and say, okay, we're going to drop down to like a $400 or even $200, and do whatever type of analysis you want to, right? But based on the 4-year cycle, right, this scenario is not likely yet. It's not likely, but it is feasible. Anyone can draw a pattern like that. But will the market respect what you're drawing? That's a big question. Okay, so if we just follow the 4-year cycle, the Ethereum trend, it is likely up. If anyone telling you like, okay, we're going down to $100, just tell him, wait, I'll be back. Okay, go accumulate your Ether, and once we get to 10K, you'll be like, okay, I'm coming from 10K, right? So we'll see. Okay, we'll see. I don't see us making this move, but you can never say never in this market. I'm just showing you guys, right, what I'm just showing you guys what I'm saying right in front of me, and how I'm how am I trying to how am I interpreting the market basically. Okay, so Ether looks pretty good. Okay, so now the next thing we need to talk about, it is Ethereum and Solana. Okay, so most people are saying like, hey, Solana is about to flip Ether. Okay, so it is a very dangerous statement, right? So if you believe that statement, right, I mean, it is possible, Solana could flip Ether temporarily, but not like for an entire cycle, right? You see what I'm saying? So let's see right here. Freezing, why? Right, so if you take a look at Solana, it is this side is freezing, right? Okay, so if you take a look at Solana Ether, right, that's the Solana Ether chart. I sent it a few days ago. As soon as we hit 0.005, what I said, if you've been following my channel, or if you at least in my Telegram group, I sent it right, and I said Solana just picked against Ether, right? So, and what happened right after that? Ether started to break out. So it means like bulls, they selling their Solana into Ether. Okay, they pumped Solana already. Now they're gonna flip all their, now I wouldn't say all, but some of their profits into Ether, and now they finna pump Ether. Okay, so what we could see is like a massive pullback on Sol Ether, SOLETH chart. Okay, within the next like a few months. I don't think it will be a straight line, but it could be a multi-month trend. A multi-month trend could be 12 to 16 months, right? So expect really Solana, right, to underperform against Ether, right? Once again, we can still get some noise over here. It can still go higher, but we're not gonna get another parabolic move like what we just experienced right there. Okay, we could get a fifth wave. As you can see right here, we got wave 1, 2. You could count it as 3, right? And potentially 4, and truncated fifth wave to the upside, or even a little bit higher up to like a 0.06, 0.07. But it's not going to make a big difference, right? If you compare it to the recent pump we had, right, 0.007 up to basically 0.07, 0.05 actually, right? Nearly 8x, something like that, right? So now let's move on to the next topic. Okay, the next topic, it is the USDT. So the USDT, I think I'm wrong. Okay, I'm wrong on the USDT as of now. Okay, why am I wrong? Right, because the USDT, what I've been saying is like right here we could get a support at 5.8, right? And if we do get a support at 5.8, we could be temporarily pushing back up to 6%, right? 6.1%, something like that, up to basically 6.5 actually. Okay, but it seems like bears, right, they're pushing harder. Okay, however, even though I'm temporarily wrong, which is a good thing, right? In this, if you're wrong, on the if you're wrong and market if you're wrong and still bullish, that's good. Okay, meaning like if you're expecting the USDT to push back up but market still pumping, that's good. Okay, so it doesn't mean like I was bearish on alt or anything. I was just thinking like we could get a consolidation and then basically push lower, or even like a push a little bit higher. Okay, but as you can see right here, the next support going to be all the way down to like a mid 4%, right? 4.4, 4.5%. If we break this trend line, because remember the 5.8 was just a support based on the horizontal support right here, right there, right? So but the sloping support right here, the positive support, right, based on the positive slope, okay, support is just about like a 5.5, and if we break it, we got another horizontal support right around like a 5 point. This one is kind of critical because it depends where you want to put it at, right? Let's use a line graph. If you use a line graph, it is right around like a 4.7, 4.5%. So super critical, right? But still a positive thing for the market. Okay, so breaking the macro trend line right here going to be a super bullish breakout, right, for alt potentially. Okay, so let's see how it goes. So and if you notice well, okay, these retests, right, this one was the 2018 capitulation. Back in 2018 when we started to capitulate around 6k, the dominance was right around like a 0.8%, and this one was the July, okay, 2019 dump, okay, when we started to after we peaked basically around 14k. That's when the dominance peaked right here. The dominance bottom and BTC peaked basically, okay, and right here that was February, right, up to May consolidation. And if you notice well, okay, throughout the consolidation right here, right, between what, that was like the consolidation started January. This is very tricky. I just don't know how to explain it, but it is very tricky. Okay, this entire sideways-ish correction, right? It was just a sideways move. Price action wasn't doing anything in terms of dominance. However, between January, right, guys, it is serious. Okay, January, right, up to when? To May. Okay, the USDT dominance was just agglomerating right here, not doing anything, right? However, what happened between January and May? You guys knew, okay? Between January 2021 up to May 2021, what happened, right? Ethereum broke out, right? From like, let's say, I think like 1,000 up to like 5,000, right? Or 4,000, something like that, 4,800. BNB broke out from like I think $30 up to $700, right, something like that, right? You got ADA broke out, right, from like I can't remember, 50 cents, right, up to like whatever, $3, right? So was a crazy move in terms of like a top alt, but the dominance wasn't doing anything. The dominance was not doing anything. It was not capitulating down. Okay, so what does it tell me? It is telling me, hey, right, money was just flowing, right, from BTC, right, into alt. Okay, money was flowing from BTC into alt. That's what it. That's the best way I can explain it. And right here, could we get something similar where once we retest like 4%? We could continue to get some higher prices while the dominance, right, higher prices in alt, okay, alt going crazy, while the dominance just stay, while the dominance keeps on basically moving sideways in this range, right? I'm not sure if it is going to play out like that, but it is just something we should basically consider within the next like a few weeks, right? If it doesn't, right, the next pivot point going to be right there, just about like a 2.5%, and that's going to be super bullish. Okay, that could basically pump the market potentially up to like 7 trillion, 10 trillion if we're going to get the USDT dominance dropping this low. Because remember, 1 billion, okay, in terms of USDT, liquid asset, okay, out of basically USDT, if you're going to pump it into the market, it is going to pump the market a lot. It's not going to basically just pump the market 1 billion. You see what I'm saying? So 1 billion out of USDT, right, could pump, let's say, a billion dollar market cap coin, could pump it like potentially like 5x. Even though you're pumping the same amount of money in terms of market cap into that coin, but remember, price doesn't care about market cap. Price can just pump from like $1 to $2 depending on who's gonna buy it at $2. You see what I'm saying? If no one is selling between $1 to $2, right, and Leroy jumps in and buy at $2, right, and buy, let's say, $1, okay, at $2, right, only $1, right, at $2, the market cap of that coin could go from 1 billion to 2 billion. So you cannot just say like, okay, market cap is going up and money is flowing into the market. Okay, you can't just describe it like that, because it could be misleading if you understand how it works, right? That's why I'm saying, if you have $1 billion and you want to pump it into the market, it is going to pump this alt a lot higher than you can expect. Okay, that's just my personal opinion. Okay, you can throw it out the windows if you don't believe it. I'm not forcing you. Okay. All right, so looks very, very good, right? So let's see if we're going to get some sort of reversal from this point, or if we're going to keep on capitulating, right? So next thing is like Sol USDT. Okay, so Solana, we just talked about Solana Ether. Okay, now Solana USD is nearly, around 0.786. Okay, just hit 0.786 on the dot. 0.888, I think somewhere around like a 150. So if we make some noise up to 0.150, just have to basically be cautious. Okay, I'm not saying to short it. First thing first, I'm not saying to leverage short Solana. If you want to do it at your own risk, right? Because just because it is tapping out against Ether doesn't mean it cannot go higher, right? So what does it mean? For instance, if you have, I just explained it in my premium group, right? If you have $1, okay, Leroy, this arrow is $1, okay, of Solana, right? And $1 of Ethereum. Let's put Solana in purple, right? Okay, so that's Solana, that's Ether, okay? So for instance, for the rest of the bull market, Solana can go up, right, to let's say $5, right? Okay, Solana can go up to $5. Okay, however, Ethereum can pump a lot higher, right? And goes up to what? Let's say $15, right? Ethereum can go up to $15. Okay, Leroy, this is a one. Okay, so what does it mean? So you got Ethereum outperforming Solana by what? By like a 2x. Okay, so right here they're 1-to-1, but at the bull market peak, Ether could go to $15 and Solana could go to $5. Okay, it is just a easy analysis for Leroy to understand. Okay, what we could get over the next like a 12 to 18 months. Okay, it is just a thesis. It doesn't have to be exactly like that. Okay, it could be 1 to 2, right, or like a 1 to 1.5, right? But the concept is like Ether likely to outperform Solana before the bull market peak, regardless. The other possible scenario is also like Solana goes down. Solana, let's say this is $1. Solana goes down, right, to 50 cents, right? But Ether only goes down to 80 cents, something like that. Okay, so still, right, Ether gonna outperform Solana. If Solana goes down 50 cents and Ether only drops down to let's say 80 cents, right? So Solana, will be underperforming Ether by nearly 50%, something like that. Okay, don't quote me on the math, but you get the math. Okay, 30 to 40%, right? So hopefully it makes sense, right? But it looks good. I don't see anything crazy. I'm just saying it because most people been trying to kill Ether, right? While Ether, it is still, the number 2 coin, right? Is XRP number 2 or Ether number 2? Let's double check. I think Ether is number 2. Let's see. Okay. Oops, XRP is number 6, excuse me, Leroy. Number 6, okay? So let me go back to the chat room before we move on to the next topic. It is almost 40 minutes, okay? So, who we got? Can you take a look at ADA? We'll take a look at ADA if we have time. So I'm gonna do some Q&A. We'll take a look at Uniswap, right? If we have some time, okay. Now Peter is saying, hey San, thanks a lot for tuning in, Peter. What are the indicators that you look at for the pullback? Okay, I just described it in my premium group. Okay, we're going to get some pullbacks, right? It is not systematic. Like, you cannot just automatically take a look at this alt and see what happened before and then you just trying to replicate it, right? Yes, you're going to follow your indicators, but keep an eye on your MACD on the weekly time frame down to the 3D. Okay, weekly time frame down to the 3D. I will make a special video when we get near the pullbacks and all that good stuff, but it is not time to talk about pullbacks, okay? Because market, it is not stupid, but it is still super hot. Okay, we got Buzz in the house, man. Buzz, I thought Den XRP kidnapped you. It's been a while. So it's been like over 2 years, man. 2 years or 1 year, something like that, right? So it is bull market, so everyone is showing up. So only Den XRP hasn't showed up yet. So we're done with the dominance right here, okay? We're done with Solana, right? So now let's start with the backdoor right here, the total 3, okay? Instead of starting off with the total market cap. So total 3 looks super bullish, okay? As you may know, or you already know probably, okay? I've been saying it, okay? If I remember well, Leroy was waiting for like 100 billion, stuff like that, right? On total 3 or total 2, whatever, okay? Was waiting for low prices. But what I was saying, it was like, let's see. Okay, what I was saying was like, if you take a look at the Wall Street cheat sheet, right? I was saying clearly, right? We already got this, right? This move, right? We already got it, right? That was the depression phase. And most people were saying, like, if you remember, some analysts, right? They've been calling for some depression phase, right? A depression phase, right? And I was like, in my premium, I said clearly, it's time to accumulate, okay? The depression phase started since basically June 2022. Started since June 2022, all to bottom since June 2022. Even though they've been making lower lows, the total 3 only made 1 low after that, right? After this low, it only made, you know, I would say like, it only made 1 low right here, because you cannot basically count like every month, okay? The consolidation right here was 1 low, so you got your lower low, that's it. So we bottom in basically June 2022, and then we retested at the bottom back in December, right? November, December 2022. So this entire move right here, the 6 month consolidation right here was our bottom. The entire move, okay, the 18-month sideways correction was nothing but accumulation. That's why these alt are pumping so hard. By the time you know it, right, your favorite alt is up 400%. If you're waiting for another 30% move, and you're gonna be like, why am I buying it after 400% move? And sucker gonna pump another basically, you know, 5x, 10x, right? So I've been saying it, the last quarter of 2023 going to be the last chance for the bulls and the last chance for the bears to give up. But none of them haven't given up yet. They still saying like, we're gonna drop to 15K, 12K, 9K, 5K, 3K, 1K, and all that good stuff, right? So most likely they're not gonna see it after 18 months of consolidation. If price action did not capitulate below the lows, the likelihood of seeing a capitulation below the lows, right, going to be super critical. Okay, so just go ahead and check out the Wall Street the cheat code right here, right, and take a look at it. Okay, it looks super juicy. The 0.618 going to be somewhere around like a 668, right? 668 billion Leroy right there. So we're not there yet. Okay, we're not there yet. Okay, so the next topic going to be the the total 2. So you can see it on the total 2, right? It looks even better on the total 2, right? Take a look at it right here. You got your you got your top euphoria, right? That's your euphoria area right there. You dump down to your monthly 220 EMA. You push back up complacency. I've been saying short the sucker right here, right? BTC Ether, Ether, BTC around like I think like 42, Ether around somewhere around like a 3150, 2850. That was the range right here during the complacency. We weren't being complacent. We were saying short these guys, right? And suckers dumped all the way down and created the double bottom, the double top, sideways correction. You got your double bottom, double top, sideways correction. Your sideways right here consolidation, your depression phase doesn't have to make a new low. It really doesn't, right? So that's what we had right here. We retraced down 50%, just like Ether. Okay, retraced down 50%. That's our first breakout after after opening and closing, after closing above the monthly 211. So this one going to be our first open and close above the monthly 211 EMA. That is super juicy. That is super juicy. That is super bullish, right? So right here, your RSI looking very healthy. Potentially over the next like a 12 to 18 months could still be making higher lows. Remember, higher lows, right? We don't expect this guy to basically go vertical all the way up to 3 trillion. Okay, and why 3 trillion? Why 3 trillion? I'm gonna basically explain it. If you recall right here, right there, total 2, somewhere around like a 400 billion. Right there, just about like a 1.6 trillion, right? Yeah, I think we got 460 billion, right? That was like a 50% of the total market cap. This one, it went like a 2x, right? 2x above, okay? 2x above the previous total market cap peak. So what does it mean, okay? Total market cap was around 800 billion, right? Back in 2017. Total 2 basically matched, right, the previous bull market peak in, for the total crypto market cap, right? So if we're going to expect something like that in the next like a bull run, right? What was the total market cap in our previous bull run? 3 trillion, right? Right there. Right there. So it could match, okay? I don't think it will go 2x, but I think it could match, right? It could match the total market cap, previous total market cap, basically, okay? It could match our previous total market cap, because you got to think about the diminishing return, okay? Right here was like, 400 and, let's say 450, right? And then this sucker pump like 4x after that, okay? So all the way up to 1.6 trillion. So I would just say like, 2x above it is enough, right? Which is basically going to be 3 trillion, right? Of course, 3 trillion, okay? So 2x above it will give us the 3 trillion, give or take. And as of now, we're only around like 800 billion. And 800 billion, it is nothing but our 2017 bull market. So if you miss the 2017 bull market, this is basically your best chance, right? I would say like if you miss the 2021 bull market, right, we're starting a new fresh bull market, right? So because we're only at 800 billion and we're going up to 3 trillion. And that's exactly what we did in 2017 to 2021, from peaking around like 800 billion, and then 2021 we peaked around 3 trillion, right? So total 2 is giving you the chance, right, of what you missed from the bull market peak in 2017, not the bottom, but the bull market peak in 2017 to the bull market peak in 2021. So you're getting a total fresh bull market zone right here. So the market is super early. if you basically think about it in 3D, right? We are still super early into the bull market. Even if you haven't bought anything, you can still make plenty of profits if we go up to 3 trillion. Okay, you can still make plenty. I mean, that's the first monthly close above the monthly 200 EMA. Maybe still super early. You can see right here, back in July 2020, that was our first monthly close above the monthly 220 EMA, right? Or you could say August 2020, that's when we first got our second, okay, open and close, right? The second monthly open and close, right, above the monthly 200 EMA. And this one was the first open and close above the monthly 200 EMA, right? July 2020, right? So you take a look at it from July 2020, you went from like 90 billion, right, up to 1.6 trillion, right? Which was what? Right here, let's say after the close, 10x, right? From here, you know, to 3 trillion, you're looking for a good, you know, nearly 4x, okay? Nearly 4x, which is still super good, okay? But remember, a 4x in market cap in total too means like, you know, 50x in some of these or 100x, right? So now let's take a look at orders, okay? Leroy orders is like, let's do it like that. Now it tells us to a $14,000 right now. Okay, so total orders is like total market cap, right, excluding the top 10. Okay, so meaning like not USDT, BTC, Ethereum, Solana, and everything else in the top 10. Okay, so it looks super jullish. Okay, I like total too. I like the orders. Okay, just like I like total too, right? Because the chart looks very clean on a monthly basis, right? You can see like we above the monthly 220 EMA, and as you can see, total, you know, total too, I don't think it is around 0.618, but orders is around like 0.618. So that's why you can see like some of these all today pumping harder than the top 10, right? Because the total market cap of those coins is up to 0.618, around like a 229 billion as of now. Okay, 221 to be exact. So looking pretty good. The next resistance around like a 300 billion, right? So, but we will get some sort of like a sideways-ish correction, just like what happened back in 2016. Right after the halving right here, we ended up having a sideways correction. I think we're testing the weekly 21. Let's double check. This must be the weekly 21. Yeah, retesting the weekly 21 right here. So what happened right here, also after the halving, BTC came back down, right, slightly, and alt came back deep to retest the you know, weekly 220 EMA right there. Okay, but this entire move, right, even though the total two, you know, on a weekly basis, right, the orders, okay, on a weekly basis was making you know, high lows, right? But some of these alt, they were dumping like 50%, you know, 60%, 70%. All right, so something to basically keep in mind. Okay, so we can struggle over the next like a few weeks, and some of these alt could be dumping a lot, 50 to 60%. However, the trend will still be up. So you have to focus on orders, total 2, total 3, and total market cap, not individually, because your alt might be dumping 30%. And you might be dumping it, but it could just be, you might be selling it at the bottom if you didn't take profits already. Okay, so make sure to take some profits, right, along the way, right, especially when they hit 50% to 0.618, right? As you can see, orders already hit 0.618, right? So if we don't go up to like a 300 billion, it means like most of these alt will dump. 30 to 50 or even 70%. But most of them, haven't even broken out yet to 3x to be dumping 50%. So that's why I'm thinking like, hey, there is a possibility or probability for the others, right, to go up to 300 billion, and total market cap also to go much higher to 2 trillion potentially. Okay, so just be cautious, right? Once we hit like a 300 billion, right, don't go ahead and jump the gun and basically just say, okay, we're gonna dump, right? Just be patient with your alt, right? Take some profits, not financial advice, but at least take 15 up to 40% profits and wait, okay, for like a 2 to 3 month, because the consolidation could last could be something similar to what happened back in 2020. Okay, it could last for 3 to 4 months, okay, while waiting for BTC to break all-time high. So if you recall, I've been saying that when you take profits going forward, the best thing to do is take profits into BTC. The best thing to do, right, in 2024, when taking profits, is like taking profits at least, okay, half of your profits, take it into BTC and keep some cash. It's always good to keep some cash. But the thing is, you don't want to be 100% cash, because you could easily meet FOMO if we pump 30%. These guys are crazy. They pump 50% in one day, okay? So keep that in mind, okay? Just a quick reminder, all right? So I think we got 4 minutes, okay? So it's already 1 hour. I think I covered everything I wanted to cover. So now I'm gonna do some Q&A for the next few minutes, right? And let's just start off with the Ethereum ecosystem, okay? Someone asked about Uniswap, okay? So Uni USDT, I'm bullish on it, okay? So Uni is basically, Link 2.2, okay? Why Link 2.2? The chart is similar, price action is similar. They picked out around the same level, $50, give or take. They bottom out around the same level, $3 to $5. So Link already around like a $14 to $16 consolidating over the last 30, 45 days. What is the probability of Uniswap staying under $7 for the next few months? Very low, very low. Okay, so what could we be expecting from Uniswap? I'm bullish on it. I said it in my premium. Accumulate Uniswap, especially in Q4 2023, right? Right here before the breakout above the weekly 21, I said Uniswap at $4 in back in October. It's time to load up. If you haven't load it up. Okay, now it already broken out above the short-term resistance right here, 6.5, 6.8. Our premium, we talked about right here, was 60% move. It is a high market cap, so it's not going to move like those low market cap. The next short-term resistance, it is right here around $9, right, to $10. Could even get there by before end of the week, right? Before next year. So on the 3D, it looks super jullish, right? I don't see anything crazy. Beautiful divergence. We got the same pattern. This entire pattern is similar to what? Dogecoin, Ethereum Classic, and Shiba. So, right? So Uni, Shiba, Ethereum Classic, and Dogecoin, they got similar chart pattern. It doesn't mean they will break out at the same time, but if you watch them, right, you can basically rotate if you like all 4 of them. But they all looking pretty good, right? So if we break out above $9, there's nothing else to do all the way up to all-time high, $40 to $50. Okay, so unless we get a wave 2 correction, something like that, before going up to all-time high and then pushing higher later on, right? Unless, okay. So let's see. Next one is Matic. I'm bullish on Matic, but I don't think Matic will hit like $100 and all that good stuff, okay? So be realistic, all right? And be a moon boy. So Matic, super. I sent it in my public Telegram group and the premium group at the same time before the breakout right here. Okay, around 90 cents. Was waiting for exactly the flat correction to be completed. You could even call it like a triangular pattern. The reason why I didn't call it a triangular pattern is like, because if you take a look at it on a line graph, it is a clean what? It is a clean flat. So I kept that to myself, right? And I just call it flat right here, not to overcomplicate things for Leroy, and just say, okay, we got the flat, we're going to get the breakout. That's the same flat correction right there, right? We had on Leroy, we had on dot, and we're having on link. So pay attention to these flat corrections. They are very profitable during a bull market. Their likelihood to succeed during a bull market is super high. In a bear market, you're going to get wrecked if you don't know what you're doing. Okay, so looks pretty juicy. So if we break out above 150, we definitely got a new trend. Okay, if we don't get a rejection right here, okay, I don't think as of now we're going to get rejected, right? So if we don't get the rejection, we basically headed up to 150. However, if we get the rejection, we could be coming back down to the right here support trend line. So don't leverage it. It is, the macro is bullish. It is not a leverage setup, right? So everything looks good. If you take a look at it, let's take a look at on the weekly. You can see the bullish pattern we got right here, right there. Okay, so it is a signature bullish pattern, right? Especially early in the bull market. Whenever you see these, double tops, double bottom pattern on your RSI, sometimes you get it like super high around here, right there. Sometimes you get it like super high right there when the momentum on your RSI is like around, let's say 70. It tends to give you a very bullish move when you get it around this area. It's not very frequent, okay? But we had one on BTC I think a few weeks ago, right? And I was saying it in my premium. I said, okay guys, this is a bullish pattern, so no need to be bearish, stay bullish. And we're getting another one from CHZ, I think, and many other art. Okay, we're getting another one on CHZ. You can see right here, super bullish, right? Let's take a look at it on the 3D, right? You can see CHZ right here, super bullish. Okay, so it only takes a small FOMO news, and then this guy gonna basically blast off. Okay. All right, so now let's move on to DOT. So DOT, super bullish. Okay, so DOT, we also called it from like a $4, right, up to $9 right here, $9 to $10 area. Okay, that's when right here, October, late October, guys, October 22nd, I warned my people. I told them, hey, the premium DOT link, right? We talk about DOT link, Dogecoin, VChain, I think, AXS, all of them. We talk about them like in the last week of October. AXS, and many other coins. Okay, just about like 10 coins actually, right? Before they break out, and most of them are up like, at least 50 to 200% up. DOT pump like 150%, and these are not even leverage trades. Okay, you just buy, for the macro and for the short term. You can take profit on the macro. You just stay tight and wait for a proper, proper take profits, potentially up to $19 to $20, 4.618, if the trend continues. Of course, it's not going to be a single linear line. I don't expect it to do this. Okay, I don't want it to do that, because it's going to be, the slower it goes there, the better it is in this type of slope, right? All right, so dot looks pretty good on the monthly basis. Also, it looks super juicy. We just about to break out above the monthly 21. So if you remember last year, can I say last year? It's 27th December. Leroy, no, I can't say last year. So like a few months ago, right, I was saying like the monthly 21 EMA will be what? A primary resistance for all alt. However, you have to throw that out of the window, right? Now, it is not a resistance. Why? Because the Q4 2023 is final accumulation. So, they're going to pump past their monthly 21 EMA, most of them. Some of them, they will not break it till possibly next year. But I don't know which one will not break its monthly 21 EMA. But most of them likely to break. Just like what I was saying, most of them will not break their monthly 21 EMA in early 2023. I was saying like if any alt retest its monthly 21 EMA, it is likely to get dumped back down. Okay, so looking pretty good. AVAX broke out above the monthly 21. Solana broke out above the monthly 21. Ether broke out above the monthly 21. XRP is above the monthly 21 and has spent nearly 2 quarters above its quarterly 21. Right now, DOT is taking out its monthly 21. Right, you got Filecoin still below its monthly 21. Right, Uni slightly right around, slightly below its monthly 21, likely to break it. So once this alt takes, once an alt takes out its monthly 21 EMA, bang, the macro trend has begun. Right, bang. Okay, so 1 hour 6 minutes, right? So now let's go ahead and take a look at OP. So OP has officially started a new trend. Okay, so nothing to say about OP. It looks juicy. Broke out the trend line. Broke out above the horizontal resistance. It kind of reminds me of BNB, right? In 2020, right? Q4 2020, when I was saying like BNB, if it takes out, that $15, I think it was like a $15 or $25 range on a quarterly basis, we will basically be going up to some crazy prices, right? $275 to $500. So OP looks very good, right? This entire move is nothing but a sideways correction, but the caveat is that it has a very low supply, circulating supply, with a very high total supply. Okay, so, and I don't think it is a 100 billion market cap, right? Even if we hit 100 billion market cap, it is not because of the price pump, but it is going to be because of the inflation, right? So keep that in mind. I think it is super bullish, right? But I wouldn't be expecting like $100, $200. I would say $25 to $35 range. It is a nice exit point. Okay, nice exit point. It could go to $70, $100, who cares? But if you accumulated, on average, let's say 150, 170, or even now, right, $4 down to $3 area, $2 area, that's going to be a super bullish, uptrend up to potentially like, 25 to $35 area. Okay, because once we get there, the market cap will be super inflated, right? As of now, I think like 3 billion, 4 billion, something like that. So 28 billion. Even Matic didn't hit 28 billion last bull run, if I'm not mistaken, right? But it could go higher, right? But just have to be very, very cautious in the next bear market. But it looks very good. All right, so we basically the next one is Arbitrum. So Arbitrum USDT, I mean, it looks good also. Okay, has not yet taken out completely the resistance 140 based on closing basis. So if we close just like that, the trend going to be up for the next, like, for the next for the next few months, okay? And this could be our wave 1, and that's going to be our wave 2. Now we're looking for the wave 3 to the upside, right? So Arbitrum super early still, right? So super early, okay? On a weekly basis, looks very good also, okay? You could call it a cup and handle like that, but we haven't had yet a, you know, and handle right, the cup right here, okay? So it could be something like that, but I wouldn't play that game. Just stick to the uptrend, okay? So I'll go USDT. So it looks very good. Resistance right here, just about 25 to 30 cents area. You got your potential temporary resistance, but the trend is super bullish, right? So the next upside resistance around like 80 cents, okay? 80 cents, because this could still be a wave 1, okay? It could be extended, or it could just be around like a 40 cents and we get the wave 2 and then wave 3. Either way, it is bullish, okay? Macro bullish, okay? We got Hank Duster in the house, Mr. LTC, Tezos, and all the 2017 coins. All right, so let me see some. I think I answered all the coins, guys. You guys requested. So let me give Hank 30 seconds to see if he has any questions or any alt requests. So guys, join the public Telegram group, link in the description. If you want to join the premium group, I'm going to be giving out a 50% discount. I'll be giving out 50% discount every year. So it is about time to get the 50% discount, especially during the bull market. Time to make money, time to stay profitable. The bear market is over. We basically did well throughout the bear market. If you follow us right on those swing, we did pretty well. Started shorting the market, Ether 4100, BTC mid 50s, all the way down to 29, all the way down to 19k and all that good stuff. Start accumulating BTC 19k down to 16k. Stayed with the trend on the macro trend since like November 2022, December 2022. We've still been pretty bullish. While all the bears over the last 13-14 months, they've been telling you we're gonna hit 12k, right? You stay with Send Crypto. You've been watching Send Crypto. You basically been doing pretty well. If you've been watching, I'm not telling you what to do, right? But if you watch my video and do your own assessment, you're most likely going to stay profitable, okay? You're most likely staying profitable, okay? Okay, you're late to the crypto party. Let's see, Shiba. Shiba, if SHIB USDT. So as I said, guys, I told you a long time ago, Shiba 800, right, 700 range is what the accumulation range, right? I said it a long time ago, guys, in our premium group back in Q4 2021. We basically killed, okay, this move right here, right? From like, let's say 600 to 800 range. If I remember well, that was like August actually, okay, right here, because I remember we entered around like an 810 and then sucker dumped down, okay? So I said don't panic, because this is nothing, this is nothing but a sideways correction with a double bottom right here, a triple bottom, and then we went and looked for a 1.618 extension to the upside. That was like a 10x move around like 8,000. And right after that, I said the macro accumulation going to be right here. So that's why when we came back down to 800, I said that is it. That is it. We're back to 800 on Shiba, not dollar, right? Leroy, right? 0.000008. Okay, you can add as many zero you want after that, right? So you know, that's the accumulation rate. All you have to do, right, is just be patient. Okay, just be patient. That's the only thing now left. Okay, because with Shiba we killed it right here, 10x move. Why can't we do another 10x in this bull run? Right? And this one wasn't even like, you know, the starting of the bull run. This was the last leg of the bull run. Just like the way we killed Filecoin.FET. FET we did kill it too, okay? But just like the way we called for like a 10x move on Filecoin from 220, right, to 240, right? Same thing right here on Shiba. On Shiba, same thing. So good time to be accumulating, good time to be patient. This is a beautiful accumulation, right? I'm not gonna lie to you. It is a meme coin. It doesn't have anything, it doesn't have anything great, okay? It is a meme coin. They call themselves meme coin. However, you can make good profit off of it. Good profits off of it, okay? So when the meme coins, top meme coins starts to, the top meme coins, right, start to basically pump, Shiba will do pretty well, okay? Beautiful divergence. Take a look at this guy. And if it pumps, it's gonna pump hard, okay? 0.618. If you just want to chill, wait for 0.618. It is around like a 3,000, okay? Another 200% move nearly, okay? And from the 800 range, a massive 300% move, 4x. So be patient, okay, and enjoy the ride. All right, guys, so I'm just gonna call it a day. Happy New Year, right? Whether you're celebrating from the moon or you're still waiting for 10K, Happy New Year. And we talk sometime next week, the first week of January. We will go for the yearly outlook for BTC like usual, okay? Like every year we do that. We will talk about alt and all that good stuff, okay? All right, guys, thanks a lot for tuning in. Hit the likes, subscribe, join the Telegram group, join the Discord group, join the premium group, and all that good stuff. All right.